Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to this part where of the series on literature review. And in this particular part, I'm just going to focus only on the purposes of the literature review. First one, we can see place each work in the context of its contribution to the understanding the research problem being studied. Sometimes it happens that some of my research scholars or the students, they come up and they say, "Okay, ma'am, I want to write this paper," and they want to write the paper within a week, or let's say within even 3-4 days also. No, I get jerks. How can you do that? You have to at least do a proper literature review, a review of literature. So at that time I tell them, no, you have to spend some time with those papers or whatever you are going to study, maybe a book, an article, a critical reviews. You need to spend, and you need to understand what it is and how the contribution is coming up in a sequence part of it. And that's why we say you need to place each work of your study of that particular paper or the article or the critical review of the book or the article or the research paper or the video that you're going to do it in a proper manner, and you need to state it. Yes, what is the relevance of it, what is irrelevance, whether you have found out some kind of a gap in it or not. Now describe the relationship of each work to the others under consideration, which usually this is not being done. I don't see this thing taking place. However, it is important to start looking up the relationship. Okay, in this particular paper this has happened, in this particular paper this is going to take place. What is the relationship between both of them? Maybe that gives you a new insight also. Identify new ways to interpret prior research. Now you need to sit and interpret. Okay, now since majority of these research scholars are not working anywhere, they are just focusing only on their research material. However, there are those individuals also who are working. So the empirical studies, when you go out in reality in the community or in the society or in the market, you are watching something, you are experiencing something. So you need to even note those things also side by side and identify whether that particular thing fits in with the same thing that you are studying or reading. Reveal any gaps that exist in the literature, resolve conflicts among seemingly contradictory previous studies. Now this is very important one. You first of all, I should say, one after the other, you have to keep on reading and then see, are there any contradictory points between a paper and the another one? What are those contradictory points? Now can you identify those contradictory points? Now how you're going to identify that, that is also a skill. Let's see, if time permits me, maybe I'll have to introduce. Now at this moment I really wanted to focus on something else, and I was asked, can you please focus on the literature review? So here we are, and maybe in a few days I'll start off with that also. Identify areas of prior scholarship to prevent duplication of effort. Check it out whether someone has already done the similar kind of I should say research as you are doing it, or is there something new that or innovative idea that you are able to contribute it. Point the way in fulfilling a need for additional research. Now when you are doing this literature review, you are able to see the new things immediately at a glance, and you are able to come up and say, okay, this particular part was done earlier without this thing, so now my contribution is this one, that yes, I'm able to see the scope of my own research work. Locate your own research within the context of existing literature, and this is very important for us. Check it out. Yes, what is the existing literature available to me, and how am I supposed to fit in or match my own model with the existing one? So these are the purposes of review of literature. So let's move towards another part of the series and see what else we can study. Till then, thanks.